Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us at MarketSite, we have Russ Porter, the CFO and Senior Vice President of Strategy, Technology, and Analytics at IMA, also known as the Institute of Management Accountants, a global association with 140,000 members focused on advancing the management accounting profession. We're going to take a look at what chief financial officers and other business leaders should be focused on right now when walking the inflation and recession tightrope, as well as how the role of financial leaders has evolved. Russ, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Thanks very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
What should CFOs and other business leaders be hyper-focused on right now in the current macro environment we're in?
Now, I don't think it comes as a surprise that there's a lot of short-term turbulence in the market today, whether it's macroeconomic conditions or geopolitical instability or just the routine running of a sustainable business. Finance professionals are being asked to do more than ever before. And it's really imperative upon CFOs and their accounting and finance teams to help their businesses navigate through these turbulent waters. Now, that can take a lot of different forms, but a lot of it comes from the ability to provide insight and foresight into what's going on, not only in the company, as we've always done, but also expanding that horizon to look at the ecosystem of stakeholders and the market in general.
You know, Russ, it's interesting. You had said that the role of financial leaders really has evolved a lot. Technology integration, talent retention, supply chain, procurement, and more. Just how complicated has the role become throughout your career, and what advice would you be giving for younger professionals that are in a financial leadership role?
It is amazing how much the profession has changed since I started, and really even in the last 10 years. You know, financial professionals are being asked to be not only the reporting and the providing a little bit of insight into what's going on in the company, but they're being asked to be stewards of all of the company's information and also business partners with the rest of the organizations supporting the enterprise. And that's an opportunity for finance professionals today to step up and really embrace partnering with HR and legal and operations and supply chain to develop and utilize that end-to-end systemic perspective on the entire enterprise value chain, as opposed to optimizing each function individually.
Yeah, and something else that's become more mainstream certainly over the past 10 years has been ESG, the long-term value investment that organizations need to make in it. How can someone in your position best support ESG initiatives?
Well, first and foremost, as with entire finance functions, it's by supporting your team in developing the capabilities to address the challenges that are not only facing us today, but also in the long term. And that's one of the ways where IMA can help the profession. We've got a wide variety of coursework, education, seminars, webinars, chapter meetings, oriented around helping to raise awareness and capabilities within finance teams around the world, dealing with not only the hard skills of Excel manipulation and forecasting and a little bit of strategic planning, which we're asked to do more and more, but also the softer skills of business partnering and relationship development, interpersonal skills, and persuasion. So ESG is a great example of where finance and accounting can play a great role in helping to move the organization forward. There are lots of requirements coming around about disclosure and management of environmental issues. Human capital is going to be the next wave of requirements. And so last week we introduced certificate programs available to our members and also non-members, specifically addressing issues around ESG and DE&I, diversity, equity, and inclusion, two topics which are of increasing importance. Because when it comes down to it, our customers are looking at our enterprises and deciding if we've got the right philosophy, if we've got the right principles, and we're companies that they want to do business with. So I said earlier, it all comes down to finance. We touch everything. That's where we play, where we come in really heavily, is we can help our enterprises make those decisions to make sure we're staying at or ahead of the market, and so we're prepared to capture the customer opportunity.
How can financial leaders best prepare themselves and their teams for uncertainty on the horizon?
Well, it's about flexibility, it's about agility, and that means having the capabilities within your finance function to address whatever challenges might come down the way. I like to talk about the fact that we're in these turbulent times, but From turbulent times comes opportunity. And if we can help prepare our organizations to have an agile set of decisions oriented around all the possible scenarios that are in our future, then we can help chart the right path through the turbulent times and take advantage of the opportunities that are created, and we'll be in a position to help our organizations succeed regardless of what market conditions may ultimately prevail.
All right, Russ, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks, and thanks for joining me. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.